Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. In this intricate steps of the dance of democracy in Bharat, we find ourselves trapped in a web of political fervor but also ebbing of voter enthusiasm. In 2014, enthusiasm soared to a new high of 66.4% average voting across the country. This trend continued in 2019 with the first phase witnessing 69.4% turnout and the second phase had a robust 70% voting turnout. However, the 2024 elections have been witnessing a different narrative. The first phase saw a dip to 65.5% voter turnout, followed by a further decline of 64% in the second phase. Does low voter engagement reflect dissatisfaction with the prevailing political climate and narratives? In Kerala, the dip was 7% in turnout, showing voter fatigue. Go down to other states and look at what it was in Rajasthan, another 5% declining in interest. The next state that we saw a decline in was Tamil Nadu, about a 3% decline in voter turnout, and on the other hand, Western UP also showing about 1% decrease in voter engagement coming out to vote. Now, lower voter turnout poses its own challenges, and it seems to have mobilized the opposition to strategize and leverage the caste and communal fault lines to get dividends in political arena, even if it meant resorting to fakery and fear-mongering. In fact, Prime Minister Modi and Union Home Minister have exposed the Congress for its fake quota video conspiracy. A fabricated video of Home Minister Amit Shah has been circulated where he can be heard claiming that when the BJP comes to power, it will scrap reservations for SC, STs and OBCs. In reality, what the Home Minister had said was that BJP will scrap unconstitutional religion-based reservations for Muslims in Telangana. Watch the two versions for yourself.
भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार बनेगी तो एक गैर संवैधानिक एससी, एसटी और ओबीसी का है वो रिजर्वेशन को हम समाप्त कर देंगे। रिजर्वेशन को हम समाप्त कर देंगे। भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार बनेगी तो एक गैर संवैधानिक मुस्लिम रिजर्वेशन को हम समाप्त कर देंगे। ये अधिकार तेलंगाना के एससी, एसटी और ओबीसी का है, वो अधिकार उनको मिलेगा और मुस्लिम रिजर्वेशन को हम समाप्त कर देंगे।
So we went on to check whether there was a pattern to the exodus of fake videos ahead of voting days. On 25th April, a cropped video of Kirodimal Meena showed him saying that Prime Minister Modi will scrap quotas. This was shared by Congress leaders like Udit Raj and others. Then on 27th April, an old video of Acharya Pramod Krishnam was circulated where he said caste-based quotas must be scrapped. This turned out to be a video from September 2023 when he was with the Congress. Supriya Srinath and Pawan Khera circulated this fake video, and now the fake video of Home Minister Amit Shah was first circulated by the Congress ecosystem and then Telangana Congress itself, which is why perhaps Prime Minister Modi has called this a conspiracy by those who have lost the polls. Listen in to this attack by both Prime Minister Modi and Amit Shah.
आमने सामने राजनीतिक लड़ाई नहीं लड़ पा रहे हैं, वो अब सोशल मीडिया पर फेक वीडियो फैला रहे हैं। हमारी पार्टी के अलग अलग नेताओं की आवाज में आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस का उपयोग करके कभी मेरी आवाज, कभी हमारे अमित भाई की आवाज, कभी हमारे नड्डा जी की आवाज, कभी हमारे मुख्यमंत्रियों की आवाज, और जो कभी हमने सोचा भी ना हो ऐसे वाक्य हमारे मुंह में रख करके आग लगाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। आने वाले एक महीने के अंदर अंदर देश में कोई बड़ी हरकतें करने का इनका इरादा है। और मैं बड़ी गंभीरता से उन पर आरोप लगा रहा हूं। सामाजिक तनाव पैदा करके अनहोनी घटनाएं घटे, इसके खेल खेले जा रहे हैं।
देखिए, वो झूठ बोल रहे हैं। इन्होंने मेरे वीडियो को एडिट कर गलत वीडियो चला है। अब क्रिमिनल ऑफेंस फेस कर रहे लोग। मैं इतनी नीचे स्तर के प्रचार की कल्पना ही नहीं कर सकता। किसी का स्टेटमेंट क्या है? मैंने ऐसा कहा है कि हम माइनॉरिटी का आरक्षण खत्म कर देंगे जो तेलंगाना में है। वो कह रहे हैं कि हम एसटी एससी का करें। ये इनकी मंशा मेरे मुंह में रखवा कर निकाल रहे हैं।
Following a complaint by the Home Ministry, the Delhi Police Cyber Cell has now sent a summons to Telangana Congress Chief Minister Revanth Reddy for the 1st of May. But this hasn't stopped Rahul Gandhi and company from making fresh charges on reservation. While Rahul Gandhi has said that BJP will sell everything to private players, leaving no scope for quotas, Telangana Chief Minister Revanth Reddy fearmongers of misuse of agencies.
नरेंद्र मोदी जी, बीजेपी के लोग कहते हैं हम आरक्षण को खत्म कर देंगे। रिजर्वेशन को खत्म करने का तरीका प्राइवेटाइजेशन, रिजर्वेशन को खत्म करने का तरीका अग्निवीर।
मोदी जी आज तक अमित शाह जी ईडी, इनकम टैक्स, सीबीआई को इस्तेमाल कर रहे थे चुनाव जीतने के लिए। अभी मेरे समाचार मिला है तेलंगाना कांग्रेस पार्टी ऑफिस में दिल्ली पुलिस पहुंचा हुआ है। सोशल मीडिया में कोई पोस्टिंग लगाया, इसीलिए तेलंगाना के कांग्रेस अध्यक्ष को, तेलंगाना मुख्यमंत्री को हम अरेस्ट करते बोल के नोटिस लेकर तेलंगाना गांधी भवन में पहुंच गए। इसका मतलब नरेंद्र मोदी जी ईडी, इनकम टैक्स, सीबीआई हो गए, अभी दिल्ली पुलिस को इस्तेमाल कर रहे चुनाव जीतने के लिए।
So, ladies and gentlemen, the legitimate question we are asking on the news hour tonight: quota fakery to fight Prime Minister Modi, is that the latest weapon? That's the question, and that's the debate coming up on the other side.
You're watching the News Hour at 9. Debate number 1 on Times Now. Super Prime Time.
Joining the debate tonight, Nalin Kohli, National Spokesperson of the BJP. Joining me live from Delhi, Dr. Anand Ranganathan, author, scientist, Professor Anwar Pasha, National Spokesperson of the RJD. Also joining me tonight, Vivek Silas, National Spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party. Sabha Naqvi, senior journalist, joins the debate tonight. But my first question goes to Tehseen Poonawalla. Tehseen Poonawalla, Rahul Gandhi तो कह रहे थे प्रधानमंत्री थर-थर कांप रहे हैं. Then why is the Congress resorting to fake videos to win these elections? And this is a serious charge. Not only was this video tweeted by the Telangana Congress, it was retweeted by the Chief Minister, but also an arrest has been made from the war room in Assam of a gentleman named Ritom Singh. Excuse me. My question to you is, if this election was really under your belt, why would you want to resort to lies and deep fakes of this nature? And the Prime Minister warns of a conspiracy to somehow try and spread unrest in the country. Please respond to these very, very serious charges against the Congress party.
Thank you for having me on the show, Navikaji. And I think it's extremely important we discuss fake news, deep fakes, AI, etc. And I'm glad that this is taken up. And I want to congratulate you for taking it up. And some Karyakarta of the Congress tweeted something and the Chief Minister retweeted it without knowing. And I think it's important that we bring this up. But let me quote to you, Times of India. This quote: real or fake, we can make any message go viral. You know who said this? Amit Shah ji to BJP social media workers while addressing them in Rajasthan. And you know what the example he gives? He says that, Akhilesh Yadav hit Mulayam Singh Yadav. It was fake news. Our Karyakarta spread it. It was fake. It was wrong. But yet it went viral and it helped us in the elections. Amit Shah ji, 2018. Why isn't this being discussed? You're comparing some Karyakarta, some kid in Assam to what the Honorable current Home Minister of India and then BJP President said? I am asking you this. Which is the WhatsApp university that has benefited the most? BJP's WhatsApp university. Who spreads hatred? The BJP Karyakartas. Who spread fake news? The WhatsApp university aligned to the BJP. Yes, there is something that the Congress Karyakarta, some kids sitting in Assam may have done wrong and it should be investigated. The Chief Minister should be pulled up. But this about Amit Shah ji, why is it not brought up? Because it's not a level playing field. And why is BJP doing it? Because the BJP knowing that despite rigging the match, despite putting 2 sitting chief ministers in jail, despite asking candidates to withdraw and independents to withdraw, and having an election without any candidate and winning 2 Lok Sabha seats without even the first ballot being cast, they know they're still not crossing 150, 160. Therefore, they've resorted to these desperate tactics. But the opposition will not back out. This is the time to save the democracy, the constitution, the basic structure. The same basic structure.
Tehseen Poonawalla. Fantastic. The Congress party circulates a fake video, but the BJP is desperate. The Congress party's candidate in Surat walks away, files a wrong affidavit, then joins the BJP. BJP is desperate. The Indore candidate takes back his nomination, joins the BJP, and the head in Indore is talking on a phone, which is a public conversation. Please go back and hear that. If it's not a artificial intelligence operated video, then he is saying this ticket was sold and this should not have been given. But the BJP is desperate. The BJP is desperate, so all this is happening. The Congress is sitting absolutely pretty. They have won 543 seats. So what are they doing? The reservation theory that they were spreading just after an FIR is filed has turned on its head and become कि अगर सब कुछ प्राइवेटाइज हो जाएगा तो रिजर्वेशन होगा कैसे? Desperate BJP. No, let the desperate BJP respond to you first on how desperate they are. Nalin Kauliji, please respond.
Navika ji, I actually decided to read this news item that Mr. Poonawalla was referring to about Amit Bhai Shah, Honorable Home Minister, some 2018 news item. And one should read it carefully. He's giving the example that somebody put in a wrong news and he says it went viral. That is the power of the social media. And in the same article, he clearly says, please don't do it. In a subsequent meeting also, he says, don't do it. Is this the Congress party's best defense today evening? That after spreading false news, fake news, using Amit Bhai Shah's video in a doctored form, retweeted by no less than the recently appointed Chief Minister of Telangana, which he was a responsible person, which means trying to ensure it spreads further. This is the Congress party's best defense. To picking up a sentence in a story and not seeing the whole story substantively, where he himself, Amit Bhai Shah, is saying, don't do it. I think we are living in dangerous times. We are living in a time where the desperation for power is taking the Congress party to such low levels that it's unbelievable. Mr. Rahul Gandhi is willing to travel abroad and ask for foreign interference in India's democracy. As he famously said, that what are England and Europe and America doing about it? And then later on he tried to say in his next meeting, I did not say so. We live in a time where Mr. Rahul Gandhi met with the chief of Cambridge Analytica, who was known to doctor or manage to create fake news for influencing elections in a negative manner. That was pre-2019. In 2024 elections, we now find Mr. Rahul Gandhi, or at least a team member of his team, is doing exactly what Cambridge Analytica was. There was an allegation against it with the elections earlier, 2019. Something serious is happening. This calls for an investigation. And not just that, as Prime Minister Modi has said it is a conspiracy. It is a conspiracy, and we need to get to the bottom of this, because this can shake the very foundation of Indian society by sowing seeds of discord on a false statement, on a statement that no political person in this country, irrespective of any political party, would even try to do with those who are the depressed or the, those segments of society who get a reservation. basically, when you are unable to get a positive vote, Mr. Rahul Gandhi's team now is resorting to create panic by spreading lies. And if one person has been arrested, I would respectfully say it's less. We need to arrest everybody in the chain who knew, and that's the important point, who knew this is fake, who played a part in manufacturing this fake video, and then who made a concerted effort in spreading it knowing that it is fake.
Well, Vivek Silas, I want to ask you, if as Akhilesh ji says, that we are winning, hands down we are winning, हमारी तो हवा है, इनकी तो हवा चली गई है. If all that is happening, then why are arguments changing? Argument number 1, आरक्षण. ये आरक्षण खत्म कर देंगे. Argument number 2 after FIR, well, आरक्षण तो खत्म हो ही जाएगी ना अगर सब कुछ प्राइवेटाइज हो जाएगा. This is shifting of the goalpost as I see it. I want to ask you, is the opposition actually losing its nerve in the middle of the election, that it has to now resort to deep fake videos and twisting of the Home Minister's statement to win an election?
देखिए, सबसे पहले नाविका जी तो आपको सबसे पहले प्रणाम करता हूं. और अभी मैं अमित शाह जी को बहुत ध्यान से सुन रहा था, उनकी बाइट चल रही थी. उन्होंने कहा मैं इतनी निचली स्तर की राजनीति नहीं करता. लेकिन ये वही अमित शाह जी हैं जिन्होंने ये वीडियो फैलाया था कि श्री अखिलेश यादव ने लेट मुलायम सिंह यादव जी को थप्पड़ मारा था. तो इसके लिए क्या कहना है? और जो इस तरह की बातें हो रही हैं, डीप फेक और ये आईटी वाला, बट भारतीय जनता पार्टी नेवर टॉक्स अबाउट ध्रुव सक्सेना. ही वाज द आईटी हेड ऑफ द भारतीय जनता पार्टी एंड ही वाज caught, spying for the ISI पाकिस्तान. लेकिन बड़ी हैरत की बात है नाविका जी, ना तो भारतीय जनता पार्टी ना हमारे मित्र नलिन कोहली इस पे एक शब्द बोलते हैं. जो लोग ISI पाकिस्तान की जासूसी करते पकड़े गए भारतीय जनता पार्टी के आईटी सेल वाले, उस पे भारतीय जनता पार्टी क्यों नहीं बोलती है? और आज सौभाग्य से माननीय प्रधानमंत्री कर्नाटक पे थे, लेकिन उन्होंने प्राज्वल रेवन्ना पे कुछ नहीं कहा, एक शब्द नहीं कहा. लोग तो ये भी कह रहे हैं कि वो जर्मनी भाग चुका है. तो इस तरह की बातें. एंड इफ वी टॉक अबाउट कोटाज एंड रिजर्वेशन, इट वाज हेमंत सोरेन हु गेव रिजर्वेशन इन इन हिज स्टेट. कौन सा स्टेट है वो? एनीवे,
कर्नाटक
नहीं, वो हेमंत सोरेन.
Hemant Soren, Jharkhand.
Jharkhand. I'm sorry, I just forgot that. So, what did the Bharatiya Janata Party do? They just took it back. And if we talk about the VP Singh who brought the Mandal Commission in India regarding reservations, what did the Bharatiya Janata Party do? They pulled out, and the government fell.
But Mandal reservation protests happened because of whom? Why did they happen? Nalin Kohli, will you respond to these?
I want him to respond about Dhruv Saxena and Prime Minister visit to Karnataka, and didn't speak a word about Prajwal Revanna.
So let's go one by one. Dhruv Saxena, as is being portrayed by, again, another desperate attempt to somehow manufacture something against the BJP, is a relative of a cooperator somewhere in Madhya Pradesh. He is not the head of the IT team, as is being said to be. And he stands arrested. Has the Congress party come out and said, please arrest all the people who have sent out a fake video? Dhruv Saxena was arrested by the anti-terrorism squad of the Madhya Pradesh police. अरे भाई, एक्शन हुआ, उनको अरेस्ट किया गया, कानूनी प्रक्रिया उन पे शुरू हो गई. एक मुझे वाकया दिखाइए ना सारे कांग्रेस पार्टी के वरिष्ठ नेताओं से जो कह रहे हैं हाँ हम भी कहते हैं ये बहुत गलत हुआ है, ये फेक वीडियो हुआ है, जिसने फेक वीडियो बनाया, जिसने फेक वीडियो को फैलाया, उन पर आप कार्रवाई करिए, हम आपके साथ खड़े हैं क्योंकि हम चाहते हैं कि कानूनी व्यवस्था मजबूत हो. ये तो चाह नहीं रहे, जहां अरेस्ट हो गया वहां पर प्रश्न उठा रहे. तो आप कहना क्या चाहते हैं कि दैट पर्सन शुडंट हैव बीन अरेस्टेड? बड़ी अद्भुत बात कर रहे हैं. अगेन आई एम सेइंग दिस इज अनदर अटेम्प्ट ऑफ द कांग्रेस पार्टी or those who are sympathizing with the opposition to somehow manufacture some kind of defense to protect themselves by saying that look, this is comparable to what the BJP did. And one more thing, my learned colleague on the other side repeated exactly the same story that Mr. Tehseen Poonawalla said. He perhaps did not hear it at that time, and he failed to listen to my entire explanation that in the same story where Amit Bhai Shah is supposed to be saying that, Mr. Shah himself is saying, don't do it. So I'm not understanding.
I want to ask you a straight question, Vivek Silas. Vivek Silas, the Home Minister went and said there that religion-based reservations will be removed in Telangana, and the quota that is reduced for the SC, STs and OBCs will be protected for them. Are you going to support the statement made by Amit Shah ji?
I'm going to support any statement that is constitutional, whether it is given
So
by...
is a reservation on the basis of religion constitutional?
No, it is not.
Then why is it there in Telangana? Why is it there in Andhra Pradesh? Why was it proposed in Karnataka? Have you asked these questions of the Congress party before you got into an alliance? Or वोट बैंक के लिए जो भी होता है वो सही है?
नहीं, वोट बैंक के लिए तो नाविका जी ये भी कहा जाता है कि मंगलसूत्र भी छीन लेंगे और सोना में बिकवा देंगे और प्रॉपर्टी को भी नीलाम कर देंगे। इससे ज्यादा निचले स्तर की बात क्या हो सकती है? और नलिन कोहली जी, मैंने तो आपसे एक ही सवाल पूछा था कि क्यों अमित शाह जी ने उस बात को सपोर्ट किया कि श्री अखिलेश यादव ने लेट मुलायम सिंह यादव को थप्पड़ मारा है। इस पे आप क्या बोलेंगे?
उन्होंने एग्जाम्पल दिया, यही तो वो बार बार बता रहे कि उन्होंने एग्जाम्पल दिया कि ऐसा नहीं, उन्होंने एग्जाम्पल दिया। प्लीज फॉरवर्ड दैट टू आर्टिकल Nalin Kohli and those bites that have been attributed to Amit Shah, to Vivek Silas. Anand Ranganathan, who's trying to muddy the waters here?
Good evening, Navik, and good evening to my fellow panelists. You got an amazing panel here and some great erudite intellectual people. Foremost among them, of course, is Vivek ji and Tehseen ji. I would concentrate myself to just asking them very politely a few questions because they've already spoken. I have tremendous regard for Vivek ji and he knows it, and I think he's right. Vivek ji, आपसे simple सवाल है, जैसे आपने कहा रेवन्ना जी का नाम लिया, आपके कहने से should those candidates who are accused of sexual offences under the POCSO Act or any other sexual, should they fight elections, yes or no?
No.
Thank you. So let me just read out to you the POCSO Act section 23 subsection 2, which is prevention of children against sexual offences. Rahul Gandhi, there is a pending case of POCSO of sexual offences against Rahul Gandhi. Should he be fighting elections, yes or no?
Well, I don't know about this, and Tehseen,
नहीं, ब्रिभूषण पे भी बात कर लीजिए. Should ब्रिभूषण be fighting election or not? Yes or no?
It is
नहीं, should Bribhushan Sharan Singh be fighting election from the Bharatiya Janata Party? And can Mr. Nalin Kohli assure me today on this show, because this show is seen even abroad, can he assure me that Bribhushan Sharan Singh will not be given a ticket from the Bharatiya Janata Party?
पहले आप जवाब दे दीजिए, फिर नलिन कोहली से ले लेते हैं।
पहले आपने अभी नो कहा ना, जो कि सेक्सुअल ऑफेंसेस केस में एक्यूज्ड है उसको इलेक्शन नहीं लड़ना चाहिए। तो मैं आपसे पूछ रहा हूं कि राहुल गांधी को इलेक्शन लड़ना चाहिए कि नहीं, उनका एफिडेविट कहता है।
कोई पॉस्को एक्ट है मैम? आई डोंट थिंक
यस, राहुल गांधी का एफिडेविट ये कहता है कि उन पे पॉक्सो एक्ट के थ्रू एक केस है, तो उनको इलेक्शन लड़ना चाहिए कि नहीं, यस और नो?
जिस चीज की मुझे जानकारी नहीं है उस पे मैं टिप्पणी नहीं कर सकता। आप नाविका जी से पूछिए, बेहतर बता पाएंगे आप।
नाविका जी प्लीज चेक द एफिडेविट, अभी लाइव कर देंगी नाविका जी चेक, मैं एफिडेविट। थैंक यू। नाउ आई वांट टू टॉक टू तहसीन। तहसीन, इट्स अ वेरी सिंपल yes and no question. You know, when people come to Rahul Gandhi, when people come to Rahul Gandhi and say कि सर आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस, वो कह रहा है क्यों आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस में क्यों जा रहे हो, आर्टिफिशियली इंटेलिजेंट पे आओ ना। तो मैं सिंपल पूछ रहा हूं तहसीन से, तहसीन राहुल गांधी said this, was he lying? Was Rahul Gandhi lying when he said PM Modi promised 15 lakhs in every bank account? Was Rahul Gandhi lying when he said Modi has given 30,000 crores to Anil Ambani? Was Rahul Gandhi lying when he said PM wants to end reservation rights for SC, ST and OBC? You answer just the first question. Was Rahul Gandhi lying, yes or no, when he said 15 lakhs should be put in every Indian's account? Would be put in. Yes or no?
Navika, can I be
yes,
allowed to answer?
Please respond.
Yes, but I would like that if I'm answering, it's not a yes or no answer, because these games, I'm a master of these games, and don't play these silly games with me. So please allow me to answer. It's not a.
Is he a lie or not?
It's not a yes. Once you finish, I'll talk. If you want to interrupt me, I won't talk. So you decide. The choice is yours.
You need to come in here.
It's not a yes or no game.
Okay, please respond, Tehseen.
Thank you. My audio is not very good, so there are two things. And I'd like a clarification. Was there an accusation made on Rahul Gandhi, sexual charges on Rahul Gandhi? Because that's what I'd like to address. Also on the 15 lakhs. Was that also made? The sexual charges? Because that's what I believe, that was put up. But I'm not on a very good audio, so I'm trying to figure this out. Did you make those charges, Rahul?
Now, will you please listen to me again very carefully? Because your audio is not good. Your audio is not good at the best of times. So please listen to me. There is a POCSO case against Rahul Gandhi. Prevention of Children Against Sexual Offences Act. There is a case against Rahul Gandhi. I just asked the previous spokesperson, if there is a sexual case against any candidate, should he fight elections or no? And he said no. Then I asked him, there is a POCSO case against Rahul Gandhi that he has himself disclosed in his affidavit. Should he fight elections?
Yes.
Yes.
Can I now reply to this?
Incidentally, that charge carries an imprisonment of 6 months to 1 year.
I would like to respond to this. A case against Rahul Gandhi was registered by the Delhi police, if I'm not mistaken, when he fought for justice for a Dalit girl that was not just was killed unnaturally, she was buried without her parents' consent. So rather than standing by the leader who fought for justice, a case was registered against him. Please, if the Delhi police had
that case now I recall is about identifying the victim, and that is a case. Even if it's not a case of wrongdoing himself, it's a case of identification of a victim. Anand Ranganathan, I don't think by any stretch of the imagination that applies.
I'm on your show. And allegations
Anand Ranganathan, let's be fair. I don't think that charge applies here for Rahul Gandhi not to contest because
let's not.
It's a substantive point, Anand Ranganathan.
My substantive point is: are we in a country which believes that you are innocent until proven guilty? Because if you're not, then 29% of the MPs cutting across party lines are facing serious charges of rape and dacoity. Because if you are not, then 17% of all candidates in the phase 1 of these elections carry serious charges, cutting across parties. 25% of all the Congress candidates in
but that
Gujarat
cannot be the defense for Prajwal Revanna, and I'll come back. That is the debate number 2, and I invite whoever wants to stay on that debate stays. But right now, I don't want to digress from the fake video charge that has come in, and why this is, as the Prime Minister says, why is this going to be something that can light up unrest in our society? And Sabha Naqvi, let me get you in on this. If they're so confident in the opposition, why would they resort to a fake video? Why would they resort to a deep fake of this nature? At the one hand, they try to say that they're saving the Constitution. On the other, there is this deep fake which is being circulated. And on the basis of this, senior leaders have made comments about the removal of reservations.
So, Navika, first of all, I was under the impression that the debate is about how the election has fared so far, but it doesn't seem to be that at all. So on this, I will just say one thing. Of course, every piece of fake news must be called out, since I have also been a victim of fake news. Beyond that, it can do social damage. And I have been approached by students who are doing PhDs on BJP's fake news factory, the social media cell, WhatsApp forwards. I have traveled in parts of India where in every constituency, entire people are recruited to work on different news for that constituency. A lot of it is just religious, to try and fan religious polarizing divides. And
done only by the BJP or by parties across the spectrum?
Nobody else has that kind of money that in Bengal, on every assembly seat, you hire a battery of people. I have written about all of this in my book also. No one else has that kind of wealth, that you hire people in a state where you're not even in power. But of course, you should try. That you hire people to generate local level news, much of it fake. It is a studied actually facet for those who are studying new age communications and all that, how certain political parties in the world also, and in India, it's the Bharatiya Janata Party that leads the way in that. that does not mean that Amit Shah does not have a right to defend himself on this fake altered video. It can. And I will also say, if you're talking about creating polarization, what is this talk about? You have rhetoric coming from the top. The same Home Minister said Sharia law might be you applied. I mean, what about all that? Is that real news? Sharia law is going to come into India. Is it real that Mangal Sutras, who is going to do the snatching? Not clear. Are going to be snatched and melted down. Is that fake news or is that real news? So you cannot be selective. You're getting outrage on behalf of the Home Minister and you're not getting outrage on behalf of many, many Indians. And by the way, on the ground, there is a boredom. And even this is not exciting people so far, unless we have some change in event or something. People are frankly bored.
All right. All right. You know? Nalin Kohli, please respond to this charge. What about the fake news on the other side? Is it fake news versus fake news battle? Sabah Naqvi asks you that.
First of all, I don't think elections in the country happen because somebody wants to be bored or not bored or enjoy it or not enjoy it. An election is the foundation of a democracy.
No, not at all. I'm
and
saying
therefore, an election, in whatever manner
all these
people of
dangers
India
are lurking
decide
in the
to
corner,
vote,
but people are
they
not
will decide. 1 minute, Sabha, I heard your point. Let me finish my point. I didn't disturb you, Sabha. It's okay. It's your point of view. You're entitled to it. I have a counter point of view. I'm entitled to it, no? So therefore, let me just build on this a little further. An election takes place for the people or the voters to decide, to exercise their franchise, to decide how many of them will come out to vote and decide the future of the country through the elected representatives. Now that election with the color that you are talking about, it's immaterial because the fact of the matter is people finally decide. They are the ones who decide and they are not looking for entertainment. They have to choose who will govern their future or take decisions that will impact their future in a serious way for the next 5 years. And that's exactly what our agenda is. If you pick up any of Prime Minister Modi's speeches, if he speaks for 40 minutes, 30 minutes plus, maybe 35 minutes is devoted to what work he has done in his government.
Okay, point taken. Point number two that you want, that you need to respond to, Nalin Kohli. Point number two that you need to respond to is Mangal Sutra versus reservation. Which is the fake narrative?
So let's pick up again. It's not the BJP that has brought up the issue of Muslims having their first right over resources. Neither has the BJP brought up the point that there would be an inheritance tax. Neither has the BJP brought up a point that there would be an inheritance or estate tax, or the third point that there would be a survey to check people's assets. Now let's go one by one. In inheritance tax, it was brought up by Sam Petroda of the Congress party in response to Mr. Rahul Gandhi and others talking a part of their so-called strategy that everyone's assets will be seen. So the Mangal Sutra context is bringing it down to a simple level to explain to people that if you have through your life saved maybe enough gold for yourself, or anyone else who for 30 years has worked from morning to night, paid taxes, saved money, put it in a fixed deposit, bought an asset, who is the Congress party to come and then say, I'm going to see your assets and then distribute it? That is the context. Just as in Rafale, the context given when Mr. Rahul Gandhi said there is a scam in Rafale, itna mehanga kharida, one BJP MP in the, one minute, one BJP MP, 1 minute, one BJP MP in the parliament said, अरे आप बोरी खरीदोगे तो उसके इतने पैसे होते हैं, आलू डालोगे तो बोरी का पैसा इतना हो जाता है, सोडा डालोगे तो बढ़ेगा, तो एयरक्राफ्ट में क्या क्या लगाओगे उससे दाम होगा. You have simplified it. This simplification of a message in political campaigning is always done. Now, just because Mr. Rahul Gandhi has a counter...
Professor Anwar Pasha, Professor Anwar Pasha, I want to ask you, and I ask you the same straight question. Religion-based reservations. That is the point on which Amit Shah was speaking. And the video has been distorted, edited, and artificial intelligence has been used. Is that fair? Is that fair when it is made to sound like a reservation as a whole will be removed?
Not fair, it's criminal.
Navika ji, I do not support any fake video. I'm against any fake video. But I would also like to say that there should be equal parameter for everybody. It should not be pick and choose. What about the BJP? Because BJP is it is considered to be the biggest factory of creating such fake videos for the last 10 years in the country. I will give you just two examples. There are thousands and thousands of examples. But I will give you just two examples. Sangeet Som, you might be knowing. Who is he? Mr. Sangeet Som. What he did when this incident of riots took place in Muzaffarnagar. The riots took place because of the fake video that was put by Sangeet Som. If I'm not correct, I think just correct me. If I'm not wrong, correct me. It was Sangeet Som who's put up a video, fake video of Afghanistan, to create hatred against Muslims in Muzaffarnagar, and that created the riots there in Muzaffarnagar. What about it? Was any action taken against Mr. Sangeet Som?
I'm not sure.
I will give you a recent example of Manish Kashyap, who put up a video against the people of Tamil Nadu. He tried to create a hatred between Tamil Nadu and Bihari workers. Manish Kashyap was put behind bar. Now he is on, I think he's on bail, and he has joined BJP, and he is contesting the election of this parliament in Bihar. Who is protecting such people? Who is promoting such people who are creating fake videos? Just two examples are enough. Out of thousands examples are there.
So are you saying उन्होंने गलत किया तो हमारे पास भी license है करने का? Anand Ranganathan, does that argument wash?
No. The license is with the BJP only. No one has the license of creating fake video. I condemn. Whosoever does it, I condemn. I do not support. I told you in the beginning itself. As far as reservation is concerned, reservation has been an issue for the RSS and BJP for long. Who said that there is need to review the reservation policy? None other than the chief of the RSS, Shri Mohan Bhagwat ji.
That was said by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru also.
What does it mean?
No, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru was also opposed to reservations because he said he was against anything that, compromised meritocracy. But Anand Ranganathan, please respond.
Navika ji, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru never gave the call to change the constitution. Now,
but where is the call? Please show me the call to change the constitution to remove reservation by the BJP. Anwar Pasha ji, aap bata dijiye. No, that is a deduction. But where in the manifesto of the BJP can you find a statement saying that they need these numbers and when they come to power, they will remove reservations? Is it stated in the manifesto?
Can I come in here?
Who is Mr. Anant Hegde? Do you know?
Has he got a ticket?
Mr. Anant Hegde?
Has he got a ticket? Do you know? Has he got a ticket? Do you know?
Yeah, but was he condemned? Was he condemned by BJP and the Prime Minister, our Honorable Prime Minister? Was he condemned ever?
All right. Nalin Kohli, I'm sorry, Anand. Nalin Kohli has to field these questions. Nalin Kohli, please respond. Please respond, Nalin Kohli. A full 45 seconds to respond to this charge because I need to go to the next debate, which is an important debate. Nalin Kohli, please respond.
All these things are being said openly by the BJP leaders.
Thank you, Navika ji. Navika ji, the argument that has been professed from the other side is that because these people made these comments and it was not condemned by the Prime Minister or someone senior in the BJP, so this is the BJP's line. That is the argument. So in the 2019 elections, there was a Congress leader, a former minister, who called Rahul Gandhi ji a joker. This was not contradicted by neither Sonia Gandhi ji, nor Rahul Gandhi ji, nor Priyanka Vadra Gandhi ji, or anybody else. So is that the Congress party's official line? Because it was not contradicted. So the Congress party or its sympathizers cannot have this argument that when somebody at their side makes a bad statement, it is the personal comment. But if somebody on this side makes a comment which is not appropriate, that is the BJP's policy. I mean, how is Article 19 of the Constitution?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's going from the wrong to the absurd at this level in these arguments. Well, the question is, who's desperate? Is the BJP desperate, or is the Congress and its alliance partners in the India alliance desperate? Whichever way you look at it, statements that are being made, deepfake videos that are doing the rounds, all of them raise a question on the level playing field, number one, and number two, about the health of our democracy. I don't think the democracy is in danger, but is this how those who say they are out there to save democracy will save democracy through fake videos? And will they get away with just explanations saying they did it, so why can't we? Is that an argument people of India will buy? Well, people of India will decide, because elections are going on and it's all happening right here this summer. What people will decide will be the judgment. Of course, criminal cases will go on. For now, thank you very much for joining me on debate number 1.